Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at Time Phoenix, which is going to be published by Carvel Games. This is going to be a game where we're going to be rewinding time, trying to save the universe from an evil mech lord, and you're going to be reversing time every time you get a crystal to buy yourself more time to power up and defeat this evil monster. Now, this is a solo game, and it's going to be a prototype game too. So this game, the components are subject to change, rules are subject to change throughout the Kickstarter until they get the final copy of this. So keep that in mind. This is also a campaign game, so it's going to have a story to it that you're going to go through, and everything is resettable in here. You have a giant notepad worth of paper to go through, and you have dry erase markers for the boards that you get to go through, and it's a very puzzly game. Let's go ahead down the table here. I'm going to give you a general idea how it goes, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. All right, so this is Time Phoenix. Now, a reminder, this is a prototype of a game, so all the components and everything are subject to change in here, but this will give you a general idea of what the game is. I'm not going to go over all the rules, but I'm going to show you the flow of the game here. They have a crowdfunding campaign coming up soon. Once that's available, I'll put the link in the description, so you'll be able to check that out. Now, in this game, you're going to be playing over a series of runs, and there's going to be a lot of them. You're going to be able to see on this map here, you're going to be able to track them out. And this is going, you have a lot of these pads, so you can actually play this game a lot. And these are double-sided, so you'll finish this side, then you go down here, and you're trying to defeat the mech lord. As time goes by, you're going to track your HP going up, so you'll get higher HP on different runs here in the future, and you can get higher attack in different runs. You can also get higher defense starting out in different runs. You can start with materials, you can start with keys, you can get HP boosts at the beginning of runs. You can do all sorts of different things that can be tracked on here. You're going to increase your unfocus, which lets you redraw your, well, lets you reshuffle your discard deck into your regular pile. And you're going to track your progress through the game. You're going to be trying to get crystals here. And you're going to score here based on how much health that you have left after the run and you collect the crystal. And then you're going to move on to new areas. And this place has 2 crystals, so you could do 2 different runs to get crystals. Same over here. And then you can start unlocking these areas and keep on going down until you get to the mech lord and do your final battle. So that's what you're going to track on this. Now, I'm not going to go over all the rules. Like I said, I'm just going to just give you an overview of how the game plays. But you have this really cool storybook here. And this one actually will walk you through the rules, too, which I think is really nice. So it'll give you a nice introduction into the game and get everything set up. And you have a lot of nice dry erase markers. But for the first one, you're really going to use 1 dry erase marker. And you're going to use this dual layer board. And you're going to start with 6 yellow keys. No really point in shuffling them up, but later in the game, there is this giant deck of cards in a sort of deck building manner. You're going to be gaining these cards throughout the game. Hopefully not parasites and viruses. You'll get them, but you'll have your deck powered up throughout the game. So it's going to tell you're going to start with those 6 keys. You're going to draw 2, and you're going to immediately discard them and get 2 physical keys. Now these keys are really cool. They're like silk screened acrylic keys, and you'll put them in your little area here, your place for keys. Later on, you're going to be collecting materials and use them, items and use them. You have your unfocus, which lets you reshuffle your discard pile into your focus deck, and you have hyperfocus. And these will actually reset, so you're going to mark that you finished or that you used them, but they actually become reavailable once you do a focus action, which I'll show you in a little bit. But you're going to start out with 5 health. You're going to start off with 3 attack, which is your lowest, and 0 defense. And you're going to find this board here. Now these are dual layer boards here. These are dry erase boards too, so you can write on them. And you get a ton of them with the game, and these are all double-sided. So there's a lot of runs that you're going to go through this game till you get to the mech lord. All right, and what we're going to be doing in this first one, which is going to be detailed in this storybook here, is we are trying to reclaim this crystal. And when we do, we get the AI, or Sensei, will reset time and we'll be able to do another run. We actually don't have enough time before catastrophe occurs, so that's why we have to get the crystals, because crystals let us rewind time and do another run. And we get to keep our progress as time goes by, so we get to become more powerful and build up to be able to take out the Mech Lord. But you're going to notice you're going to start with 5 health. Now, when you start with the 5 health, you're going to take a look and you're going to have these monsters out. In this first map, these monsters are going to do 5 damage and 12 damage to us. But later on, as we increase our HP and attack, these numbers will change. And how that's determined is by taking a look at how much attack you have and how much defense you have, and look at the grid, and that's how much damage. So in this case, I have 3 attack and 0 armor, so this would do 5. And in this case, I have 3 attack and 0 armor, so this one will do 12, which is a lot. But as time goes by and I get more armor and more strength, the damage will be less, and I can even get to the point where it would be nothing. But in this first run, there's no way to actually increase your attack or your defense. This is just a tutorial to get you going. Now you have your 2 keys and you have 5 health. So I don't have enough health to jump right in and attack this first slime. If I do, I'll immediately lose the game. So instead, I would spend a key, and I can go in here and unlock this door here and gain 5 health. So I'd go up 5 health. Now I have enough health that I could attack this slime and keep on going and get more health. Or I can go up here and maybe get more keys, because I need more keys to get into here. So I have all these different decisions that I can make to be able to make it to my goal here. So I need to gain the health, and I need to be able to make it to that room. And I have 1 key left, and you notice there's a ton of different doors. Well, how do I get more keys? Well, one of the things I can do is I can focus. Now, if I focus, I have to fight the monster here to be able to draw the cards. So in this case, I can focus. I will lose 5 health because I had to fight a slime, and then I can draw 2 cards. Now, in the beginning of the game, like I said, these are just gold keys. I can discard these 2 gold keys. I can't get the secondary ability yet. That comes later. In fact, later on I can get both, and I can trash the card, meaning that it'll be out of play. But I got 2 more keys. So now I have 3 keys that I can still continue to go through this dungeon. So now I have 3 keys and some decisions to make. So with these keys, I need to get more health because I only have 5 health. If I go this way, I will die. So if I open up this and go this way, I'll die because of the slime that's there. I can go up here and get more health this way, so I can spend 3 keys. And get there, so then I get 5 health, and I get 2 more keys. I can use those 2 keys to move up further here. And that'll give me 3 more health, so that put me at 13. And then I'm going to need to get more keys. So I will needing to focus again. So I will focus. I've done this one, so I have to do this one. That'll cost me 5 health, and that'll put me down to 8 health there. And I'll get to draw 2 cards, and then I can spend those to get 2 keys. And I can use a key to go into here, which gives me 15 health. So that'll put me up to 23 and give me 3 more keys. And then I can use that to finish the puzzle here. Of course, you need more health, so there's going to be more things to think about in this. But basically, that gives you an idea of how this game works, and you can erase these when this is done. So the goal will be to get to this crystal, and if I get to this crystal, I will gain the reward. The reward in this one happens to be where I will permanently gain health. So on here, I'll cross off the 5, and now I'll start every run with 10 health. Make it a little easier to win the game. So that's it. That's a general idea how you can do these runs. This was an introductory run. They get more complicated as time goes by, and you get to do branching paths in here. So this one has like 2 different runs. This one has 2 different runs, but you come down here and you can do up to 4 runs. You're going to be powering up your character each time. And the idea is when you get to crystal, you'll go back in time, you get to retain everything, and you get to keep moving forward. So that's it. General idea how you're going to play this game. General idea what was in this prototype. Let's go ahead back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on Time Fenix. All right, so that is Time Fenix. And as you can see, they did put a lot of work into this game and a lot of thought into this game. They have a very long story that you can go through with some twists and turns in there, and a lot of different boards that you can play throughout this game as you do your different runs to get your crystals. So there's a lot of puzzles to go through and a lot of things you have to think through to be able to defeat. Now there's very little luck in this game. The only luck that's in this game at all is going to be in the cards that you draw, and there's some stuff later on, but in general that's going to be where you're at. So a lot of the times what you're going to be trying to do in this game is trying to build up your HP and attack so you can limit the amount of damage that you're going to get from these different monsters throughout the different runs. That's a good tactic in the game too, but you also have some other features that you can unlock that really help out throughout the game in unlocking these different puzzles that are in the game. Really, overall, a lot of fun. If you like solo games, this is going to be one of the ones that are going to be up there. This is going to be a very strategic solo game, and you can tell they put a lot of love into this game and a lot of care into this game for all the different levels that they created and developed for you to play. So if you like solo games, it's definitely going to be probably up your alley, and this is going to be a game that you can get a lot of hours in on the table, and since it's completely resettable, you can play again in the future, or share the love and teach someone else how to play the game. But in a nutshell, that's going to be Time Fenix and my thoughts on it. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot, helps us get more content out, helps us get more video, all that fun stuff. But either way, I hope you all have a great day, and thank you for watching.